Well, welcome back to the channel. So those of you who don't know, I now have a Tiger XR. It's the 2015 model, which is nice. It's got about 28,000 miles on the clock now. I've already put about 3,000 miles, so I'm doing another road trip, hopefully Prague. So I want to take my Garmin sat nav. So I've got myself a mount, so let's look at that. So no sooner said. So it's one of these Evo Tech performance mounts, and it will have, or it has actually got the Garmin mount. I think it's come off in my box there. So it will sit behind here. So I'm going to take the screen off, get it mounted behind the clocks, and let's see how we get on. So 5mm Allen key and an 8mm socket on the back to get this undone. Right, so it goes behind the clocks there, and then it will locate onto this one on this side and this one on that side. So if we kind of do something along that lines, let's have a look. So it's going somewhere about there, I think. So there's also an air sensor. You can see the bracket for it here. So I've got to remember to transfer that into the bracket. And then this just brings it all over the clocks without getting in the way. That's the idea. That's the screen mounting bracket, and there's the bracket that's carrying the air sensor. So I think I need to undo this screw here and then transfer that to the bracket. So let's crack on with that. Right, if we look at the bracket in situ, you can see at the moment I've still got the air sensor there. Air sensor has to go up into this bracket, but it's a bit of a pain to wiggle this bracket in, so I've got to work that out. I don't want to take the clocks off, so yeah, it's a bit awkward. Right, found out that the back cover on the clocks comes off, so that then allows you to get this positioned, and then you need to slip, yeah, so that's positioned, that's how that's going to be. Now I should be able to slip the cover on. Let's see if that happens. Success! So I've been able to get the cover back on, the air sensor's in place. Now you can just see it in there underneath the shroud of the cover. So now I just need to put some bolts in and we'll see where we go. So now the windscreen, one of the windscreen mounts is in place, and I've got these plastic brackets that the side of the windscreen goes onto, but the bolt is not exactly the longest, and if you look, there's a bit more meat there now. So I need to locate some longer bolts in my collection and fit them, and it's the same on this side. This bracket goes on there, and then the windscreen locks onto that. So let's see what I can find. So now, whatever this bolt is, it's not metric, that's for sure. So I've used two off the windscreen. Actually they're from the side mount, but I can put some of my own bolts in there. So I've got the two long screws to mount the windscreen onto this, and then I will put my own bolts through here to lock the side of the windscreen in place, and then we should be good. Right, I should have figured this out. So obviously where this bolt goes in, it's now harder to get your hand behind the screen, but also this bracket here, you know, the bracket for the sat-nav mount, has pushed everything forward. So now these holes don't line up with the bracket, the side locking bracket. There's a bit of a discrepancy. So what I'm going to try and do is mount this behind the plate so it's in its original position. I should have enough space to do that. So let's crack on with that change. Right, so there's the in place. This is the holder plate for the Garmin Zumo mount, but I'm missing the screws or the bolts that put it on there. And of course it's not a standard thread, it seems something really weird. It's not 4mm, it's not 5mm, it's in between. So in theory it's an imperial thread. So I've got to look through my box of bits because I need a fairly substantial bolts because I've got to lock it in place because of the weight of the sat nav. But overall it's in. There we go. Screen's locked in place. I've got some coach head screws ish. With nylocks on the back going through a rubber bung, and they're done up hand tight so it shouldn't split. So that's it. Took me what, about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, so not so bad. So after a little bit of searching, they are actually M5. So I managed to find two with some split ring washers. So let's get them fitted in place now. Right, that's it. There we go. The mount is in place. So let's just get on the bike. Right, I haven't got the Garmin Zumo mount yet, but I can put the unit in place. And you can see it will sit above my clocks, not get in the way. And I'll be able to route the cable. I'll charge it from my USB at the moment. I mean, I do have a hard wire, but that's on my Himalayan and I don't particularly fancy undoing all of that at the moment. So yeah, cool. So eBay purchase now, 17-18 quid for a proper Zumo XT mount. And then that's it, I'm set. Cool.